Hello there, good afternoon everybody. Welcome to another video by me, Mr. Drone. You know who I am by now, hopefully. I'm here down at the Everton Stadium at Bramley Dock. There she is. I'm here to do a midweek video. It is Wednesday the 26th of March 2025. We did attend the test event it's a lovely day, by the way. We did attend the test event on Sunday, second test event. If you haven't seen that video yet, have a look at it. We did have a really good look around the stadium inside. Managed to walk right the way around. Basically I was in the west stand upper, so in the upper you can walk all the way around. I went down from my seat, started to walk around. Before I knew it, I was east stand and south stand as well, so literally all the way around. So have a good look at that, and I'll share some about that when we're up in the air as well. But yeah, we're here today I've parked Walter Street because we're going to have a look at the south stand. The main works going on is the south stand, and it's that Everton way. So I want to have a good look at that and then talk through a couple of things. You know, the test event was a success, I believe, but there were obviously a few issues raised, and I just want to address some of them. So yeah, let's get up in the air, take a look at it. This is the Everton Stadium on Wednesday, the 26th of March, 2025. Let's get up there. Okay, you'll see we're just going up there, looking at the south east corner. Like I said before, it is a lovely day today. Not too much wind either, so we should be all good. So we'll just lift up in the air now. Have a nice look at the stadium there. It just looks absolutely glorious, doesn't it? But before we get over to the stadium, as I mentioned, there was the test event on Sunday that I believe, just from the reports that's brought out that we've all probably seen, I believe it was a success. But I'm going to circle around because one of the issues brought up was everybody leaving the stadium when they done the planned evacuation. So a couple of things regarding that planned evacuation, right, is that I did see a few clickbait articles that just put up Everton Stadium evacuated during second test events. You know, they didn't put in the actual headline that, you know, planned evacuation. So I thought that was pretty poor, just to get the clicks and make it look like Everton had to evacuate the stadium. But the second issue on that note is when everybody was evacuated, there was a real bottleneck. A lot of you have probably seen it. There was a big build-up of fans waiting to cross this bridge here. It really did come to a bit of a standstill at this bridge. Now, a lot of people have also reported that it's to do with the weight. You know, the bridge can't take so much weight, so I don't believe it is that. A couple of things on that, right? First of all, how would they know what weight so many people weighs on the bridge? I don't know how they'd know that. The steward's just standing there. But secondly, right, look at that, look at the truck. There you go, perfect timing. Look at the size of that truck that's just gone over. You know, that weighs a fair whack, doesn't it? I'm sure it weighs a lot more than what would you say would fit on that, like 500 humans or something like that. Probably not even that, to be honest. But look at the bottleneck you get. Look at the wall. The way the wall actually, quite literally bottlenecks there. The way the wall curves in on both sides. That, I believe, is the problem, is that you have all the fans walking up this massive stretch of road, because the road's closed off during the matches and test events as well. So you'd have a massive group of fans walking up the road there, and then they get to this bottleneck. That is the issue. But as we all know, it was a test event, and that is exactly what these test events are for. So how they deal with that, I'm not 100%, but I think even if they would put out like the temporary fencing or something to kind of put people into almost like single file, but a lot of single files further down, maybe further down the road, that filters them into these single files further down here, so they then just keep going across the bridge, maybe. I don't know, but bear in mind as well, that's not the only way. You know, there are all of these side streets up here, like Walter Street there, going up the side of the Titanic. There's more. If I just angle down, there's Blackstone and Boundary Street which is further down. It's right down there, but it is right outside the stadium. There's more smaller streets that you can filter up, okay? So yeah, I needed to raise that point because yeah, it was an issue. It was an issue when everybody was evacuated at the same time. The other point is there's going to be more on a match day, but the stadium will stay open afterwards, on match days, after the matches. They don't expect every single person to leave at the same time. People will be going all sorts of different ways, and then people will be staying for drinks and food and meeting people and that, because they will be able to. So yeah, it was an issue the other day, but that's exactly what the test events are for. Now I'll tell you what, before we move into that, because based on that same sort of thing, I'll just move across here before we have a look at the stadium. We know that there was a big parking restriction in place, and that causes some issues with everybody having to get here without cars and everything. Now I'm not saying you will all of a sudden be able to drive, but they have now suspended a large part of the restriction, the parking restriction that was all the way down here. I'll show you an image now, and in the red you can see that is the zone that's been suspended for the time being. It's basically the business district, the commercial district. The rest of it is staying in force, but the commercial district zone has been suspended for now due to complaints. So again, and it was an experimental parking restriction or something like that it's called as well. So it's all, it's experiments, and things won't be right straight away. Hence test events, hence experimental restrictions. And I think they accept they probably got it wrong. So they've suspended the restriction right down here in that red zone for the time being, the kind of business commercial area, and they'll be looking at something else. Okay, so few things changing there. Let's now look at the stadium. As I said, if you haven't seen already, have a look at my video of the second test event where I was able to kind of access a lot of areas. This area down here, the East Plaza, was just brilliant. They had a beer tent area down here, around here somewhere, a large screen up there, and a stage area with some music being played. Team news and that was up there, right between the pump house and the stadium. And they had some food stalls down around this area here where that guy's walking. There was a wood-fired pizza oven place, there was Indian, there was Parkgate fish and chips. So there was loads going on, and inside was just as good when it comes to food and drink. It really was. I did see a report that somebody had said they went to the Everton's second test event and left in a food coma. Doesn't surprise me. The food, I didn't have any food this time myself. Reason being, me and my wife were getting a curry Sunday night, so I was looking forward to that. But yeah, the food, there's like salt and pepper chicken, loaded sausage rolls, loaded chips, toffee donuts, all sorts going on. Look at that, Everton. So yeah, guys, if you go into the stadium, you don't manage to have a feed before you go, you'll be all right. You'll be all right at this stadium, I promise you. There is lots of food, good food as well. Look at this, Everton is spelled out now. It wasn't last time I came. I don't know if you've seen it on anybody else's video, but this is the first time I have seen Everton spelled out in full there. How good does that look? What I'll do in a minute, I'm going to go high. When I finish the video, we'll back out from this and get a shot of it saying Everton from a little further away. But that looks great, doesn't it? The other thing I wanted to note as well, that if you were attending and you were over this side, it also got quite congested down this area of people coming around the corner from the East Plaza and making their way up the south. Now that is because I did say on my video that is because that this Everton Way area which is a huge area when you look at it. It's more than half of the area down here, but it's still closed off because they're still working on it. By the time they do the third test event, and I'm not exactly sure when that is, but by the time they do that, all of this will be open, so you won't have that problem, because you'll be fine to access that entire area, which will be fine for everybody walking down there. Okay, there'll be no congestion, I can imagine, down there. The only bit we couldn't access really, actually that's a lie, no, we couldn't access this bit outside the West Plaza. Still a little bit of work being done, so we couldn't access outside there, but we also couldn't access the I'm still zoomed in there, by the way, I'll zoom out. We couldn't access the north as well. I don't think we could anyway, the north stand, but I'm not sure if you've got walk and access across under the north anyway at any time. But what I will say, if you were at the second test event, can you drop a message or give us a like or something? Let us all know if you were at the test event and what you thought. The screens are on there. I'll tell you the other thing that was really good as well, the sound system. That's the siren going off, the start of the game, the Z cars, was absolutely brilliant, really loud. Look at that, Everton Stadium. Looks great, that, doesn't it? So, I was sitting up in that area, up there. I was up this area, up the top. I went down through one of these vomitories there, one of them two there. I went down and walked right around the top of the north, right around the top of the east. Hiya Craig, you alright mate? And ended up over here, over the south. So I walked all the way around there, inside. I was able to look out over the city and everything and enjoy that. So anybody who's going to the next event or when you get in there, highly recommend you do that walk as well. And the thing is, as I said as well, there's loads of bars and kiosks open. Loads of them in around the stadium, inside the stadium as well. So if you go down for a drink or a pie or whatever it may be, loaded sausage roll, and the first kiosk is busy, even if there's only got a few people, just keep walking around. I promise you'll find one that's not busy. Okay. How good's it looking though with the boards going around there? Welcome to Everton Stadium. What we're gonna do, as I promised, to just zoom out now because I'm still zoomed in. I'm going to finish off there because there's not an awful lot to look at, but I'm going to come down over here, going over the south, and just give you that shot. I promise. We're going to go down to where it says Everton, and we're just going to back out. How close am I to the stadium? There, we'll get it right in the middle of shot. Right there, and here we go. Let's back out and just see it from a nice height and distance. This is our thumbnail shot today. There we go, look at that. Looks stunning, doesn't it? We'll finish off there, guys. Okay, everybody, there you go. So that was my video, kind of nice, short and sweet video on the Everton Stadium down at Bramley Dock on Wednesday the 26th of March 2025. I just wanted to go over some of the issues that were raised after the test event, as I said at the beginning, with the bridge, which is just over there. But you could see, as I hope I showed, that bottleneck there is so evident to see, especially from the air. So that's in my opinion, and from what I've heard, it's not about the weight the bridge can carry. As we've seen, a big truck went over there. It's about the people like bottlenecking and going out into that onto the bridge, filtering onto the bridge from a much larger road. And then there's the parking restrictions, which is good, isn't it? So after, I think they had about 5,000 complaints or something like that about the parking restrictions from local businesses. So it makes perfect sense. They've taken note. They've suspended that for now. I'm not blowing smoke up their backsides, by the way, and saying well done them. I think it was a ridiculous restrictions put in place, especially the fact that it was 24/7 and not just on match days. That was the ridiculous thing about it. But they've suspended that down here for the time being. So we'll just keep our eyes on that. And I'll let you know. You'll probably see it anyway, but I'll always let you know when I see any update regarding it. And that South Stand looks great, doesn't it? That Everton way says Everton. Getting the shot far away as well. Looks brilliant. So yeah, guys, please like, share. Oh, a little update as well. People do keep asking me. I bumped into quite a few people at the test event on Sunday who asked me if I've got my drones back yet from the police. No. The answer is no. So tomorrow it'll be 2 weeks since they were ordered to give me my drones back. No sign. No sign. I've had like a couple of emails telling me that it's being dealt with, but like means nothing, does it, until I get that email saying I can have them back. So yeah, there's the update, guys. Still haven't got them back yet from the police. So I'll keep you updated on that. As soon as I do, I'll let you know. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. I've got loads more planned, by the way. I know the stadium's pretty much done, but I have got loads more planned, so please keep watching. Take care, everybody. Bye now.